What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one of Hoggie's beer reviews. We're doing another quick beer review on the webcam, even though today's beer I really would like to give it a more in-depth review in a more formal setting. Time is against me, and I just picked it up and I said, you know what, let me squeeze it in because people have been requesting my review of this beer. It's new to the marketplace, and I guess people want my take on it, and I'm curious to try it. So screw it, we're doing it like this. Today's beer, the Guinness Red Harvest Stout, and of course can't zoom with the webcam, but you kind of get the picture there. This is new to the marketplace. Of course, this is Guinness, famous the world over for the Guinness Draft and the Guinness Extra Stout. And up until recently in the international markets, it was known for the Guinness Foreign Stout. Now that is available in the US as well, so they also have the Guinness Foreign Stout. And the Guinness people also make Harp and Smithwick's, or Smithwick's. And now they introduce the Red Harvest Stout, crafted with lightly roasted barley and sweet Irish malt. That's what it says. Let's see if it says anything else. It doesn't. Comes in the standard, let's pull one out of here. Comes in the standard Guinness nitro can with a little nitro widget in there. 14.9 fluid ounces. So yeah, the Red Harvest Stout from Guinness. Now, I didn't know much about this beer. I didn't even know it existed until someone left a comment about it requesting a review. And then I look it up, and here's the thing, this really surprised me. I punched this beer up today on Beer Advocate. I know this beer has been on the shelves for at least a couple months now. And on Beer Advocate, I guess their distribution is not widespread yet, because on Beer Advocate it only has a total of 122 ratings. Out of that, it scores a 73. They categorize it as an Irish dry stout at 4.1% alcohol by volume with limited availability. Limited brew, not a year-round brew. So that surprised me that only 122 people have reviewed this beer on Beer Advocate so far. Not a lot of people are able to get their hands on this just yet. Jumping over to Rate Beer, on Rate Beer it's worse. It's only got 55 ratings, and out of 55 it scores a 29. They categorize it as well as a dry stout. They call it an autumn seasonal and 4.1% alcohol by volume. So that's what we know. I guess this is kind of a combination of a stout and a red ale. I'm guessing fall seasonal, perhaps. Red beers, fall. That kind of makes sense. So yeah, reading what it says here, maybe this will give us a better idea because I haven't read this yet. So join me. It says Samhain. The Samhain Festival, pronounced Samhain. Okay, well, whatever. An ancient Celtic festival held every year on All Hallows Eve celebrates the end of the fall harvest and the coming of winter. On this night, the believers beckon restless spirits from the darkness with bonfires and sweet offerings from the bountiful harvest. Guinness Red Harvest Stout captures the spirit of that night with its alluring blend of lightly roasted barley and subtly, can't pronounce that today, subtly sweet Irish malt. And there's a bonfire going on there. So, okay. That explains to us what this is about. I guess Guinness Fall Seasonal. It makes sense. Newcastle's been doing a bunch of seasonal beers as of the last couple of years. It only makes sense that another big mass market European player, Guinness, would follow suit. So, no more talking. This is a nitro can. We must get to this quickly. Proper British pint glass for the Irish Stout, Red Stout, Harvest Stout, whatever this is. And yeah, of course, it's a nitro beer, so you're gonna have this stuff going on. Try to see where there's no shadow. I got shadows everywhere. Sorry, guys, light reflection and such. But that's what a nitro beer looks like, and it is the coolest thing. Instead of regular carbonation, there's nitrogen in this beer. This is nitrogen at work here, which is cool. But we have to wait before we can drink the damn thing, which kind of sucks. So yes, Samhain? I always thought it was Samhain. I don't know. To my Celtic people out there, if you can correct me or help me out here. But yeah, the Samhain, Samhain, I don't know how you would pronounce that. I'm not Celtic. Sorry, folks. I'll stick with Samhain because that's what I always had heard as far as the Celtic version of Halloween and where Halloween originated from. Let me tuck this bottle back in the 4-pack here. Once again, little Guinness 4-pack of cans like they always do. And it's safe to say the beer has settled. It smells like a Guinness. Really does. It smells like a Guinness, and looks wise, I would have to say this is red. And seriously, it's a dark ruby red. It's not even a clear red like a Smithwick's or something. No, you put it up to the light and you get pockets of like dark ruby red. It's still a very dark beer, but it is red compared to your standard, black stout Guinness color. The nose isn't always that strong on nitro beers, and so far it just kind of smells like your baseline Guinness. So let's just dig right in. So here we go, the Guinness Red Harvest Stout. Cheers, and thank you for joining me. It tastes almost like a black and tan. Make a black and tan with Guinness, Draft, and Newcastle, and that's more or less what this is going to taste like. You get the flavors of the toasted malts, not the rich, stronger flavors of a roasted malt, but the lighter, sweeter flavors of a toasted malt. You get those. That same kind of toasty, barley, malty flavor you get in your red Irish ales. Smithwick's even, but still getting the body and the mouthfeel of your traditional Guinness Draft. So it tastes like a black and tan without having the mouthfeel of a black and tan, which is the mouthfeel of a watered down stout. Does that make sense? I hope it does. The finish is definitely a little more watery and a little more regular beery. And you know what? I shouldn't say that. Just kind of a little more watery. It's not as rich as your standard Guinness, so you get the nitro mouthfeel. You get those toasty, roasty malt flavors. And it tastes like a Guinness all the way down until you swallow and you catch the end of it, and it's just a little more watery. Not as rich as your Guinness would be. But with all that said, it's not bad. It drinks as easy as a Guinness Draft, and I think as an after dinner beer or something to wash down like a well seasoned steak, something like that, it would fit into the exact same places that your regular Guinness Draft would fit into. Perhaps even be a little more sessionable because it is a lighter bodied beer. 4.1 is pretty light, all things considered. This is light beer territory, so you can just pound the hell out of these and you should be okay, unless you're hitting the Jamesons too. But yeah, I mean, it does have some red ale characteristics, but it's still a malty nitro beer, so it's still a Guinness at heart. So it's kind of walking that fine line, and I think for what it is, for a commercial mass appeal beer, it walks the line well. So for what it is, kind of a simple seasonal offering from Guinness. I think for what it is, it's a glass full. I was going to say a strong glass half full. But all things considered, it's a mass appeal beer. It's mass market. We know this, but it's still relying on all the strengths of the regular Guinness, because even the craft beer snobs will drink a Guinness. Guinness is good, it's smooth, it's creamy, it's rich, it's got flavor, and it's easily available on tap in many places. It fits the bill, goes good with food. This falls right in line to the Guinness kind of quality policy, I guess you could say, while giving a slightly sweeter, slightly less roasted, less strong flavor. Again, all the good things of a red ale mixed in with all the good things from a Guinness Draft. That's it. I don't want to run over 10 minutes here. This is supposed to be a short review, but that's my take on this. For a Guinness Fall Seasonal, I give it a thumbs up, glass full. I'm enjoying it, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one, guys. Cheers.